The perfect pass is relatively easy to use. We have a master power switch. We have a purge control for manual or automatic operation, an LED tachometer, torch up and down the switch, torch removes from the part, and we have a manual expand and retract switch also. Fixturing parts is relatively easy. We'll slide a spacer on. We'll put a tri-clamp type ferrule on. If we wanted to make a female adapter, we'll put that on. We'll expand our mandrel, bring our torch head down, centering up on the weld zone, start our rotation, and in approximately 20 seconds, we'll have completed a weld. If we wanted to do another part, we could take off our adapter, put a 90-degree elbow on, locking it in position, drop our torch head down, and again, weld this part. Perhaps we need to go tri-clamp by male eye line, and in this case, again, slide our part on, drop our torch head down, and we're ready to go. If we wanted to make a spool piece, we could take a piece of 2-inch tubing, anywhere from 1 inch in length to 20 foot in length, slide it over the end of the mandrel, locking it firmly into position, drop the torch head back down. Again, we center up. We don't take a lot of time making any readjustments. We start our rotation, and we can begin welding. If you're like most distributors out there, you're tired of waiting for the manufacturer to deliver the custom parts you need. In this case, we had a customer requiring a bevel seat type connection on the end of a butterfly valve. We simply bought the butt weld valves, had our nuts in stock, had the ferrules in stock, welded them up. Again, we firmly grasped the parts. We've also had customers requiring special end connections on the divert and stop type valves. Very simply, again, very easy to put any of these end connections onto a valve body. No reason to wait 6 to 8 weeks for a manufacturer to do what you can do in 24 hours. Here's a quick view of the effectiveness of the purge. You can see we took this plate flange, welded on an extension here, and then we've made our weld here. Note the lack of any weld discoloration. The same thing here, we welded a piece of tube on, and again, we don't have the haze effect on our weld joint. This weld joint effectively is much stronger than one welded by hand where there's a lot of heat input to it. Though I don't have the exact same size here, this adapter, tri-clamp by male eye line, was welded up in the field. It took approximately 1 hour to do this. Inside you can see the heat affected zone. The reason I have this fitting is that it failed. Because of the amount of heat input, eventually corrosion began to appear in the heat affected zone. This is a 3-inch version of a female by tri-clamp, welded on our machine. This took approximately 45 seconds to produce. There's an absence of the weld haze apparent on our inside root pass. This fitting in the field took approximately an hour. So we took an hour to make a bad fitting, or we could take 45 seconds to make a good fitting. Currently, our labor rates in northern Ohio are about $1.22 a minute per weld. At the close of this, I'd just like to also share with you our record is 68 2-inch welds in 1 hour.